Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. It's not AI. A lot of people know that what we're dealing with at the moment is not AI. It's not artificial intelligence. It's a lie. It's a marketing gimmick. It's predictive text and predictive generative art with data, but there's no artificial intelligence. There's no actual understanding. Artificial intelligence. There's no intelligence to it. Now, there's certain things we can use it for, and it's bloody brilliant. Being able to talk to a computer, being able to create wonderful new ways of creating companions or talking to NPCs in games and all these kind of things, and a tool to help us code, the tool to help us search, but you cannot fucking trust it because of a simple thing. The reason we have hallucinations and that is when it wants to give you an answer, if it doesn't have the data, if it doesn't have the facts, the answer it gives doesn't matter what it is. As far as it's concerned, it's just as valid if it's a complete lie. This is why when ChatGPT or Grok lies to you, it's not lying with intent. It's not an evil act. It's just it doesn't know the actual right answers, so it makes shit up. And as far as it is concerned, because it doesn't have any conceptual knowledge or understanding, it's a dead end. It's a marketing gimmick. What we call AI, which is not AI, should not in any way be used in mission critical situations. The amount of businesses that have started to use this in a way that, as if it's God's gift to things, it'll solve all the problems, it'll fix everything, and it's cheaper. But it doesn't understand your business. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter to it whether you win or fail. And you're going to have majorly problems. It is a good tool. It is a fun tool. I love setting up as AI companions and stuff like that. But I never 100% trust it. I would never give it access to my Amazon cart. I would never give it access to my house security. I would never actually allow it to make a decision for me. Because, just let me give the doggy a sweetie. The doggy wants a sweetie. Yeah, doggy. Sweetie for doggy. There we are. It's a very dangerous thing. Everything is it's like Copilot. They're forcing Copilot into the system and everything. He's going to be able to control so much of Windows. But even they admit it hallucinates still. It still makes mistakes. Do you really want something like that in charge of your freaking computer system? It's a very dangerous thing that we've got. Marketing and blooming all this bullshit, and the decisions are being made by companies that know absolutely fucking nothing. It really is a dead end because the way they're trying to break through the barriers in it by adding more power is basically like turning the volume up to 11. They're hoping that they'll push past and create some kind of consciousness or something, it'll get so much data that it'll actually jump a hurdle. But it doesn't work like that. We need to understand. I feel sorry for any business, because real people are going to lose their job. Real people are going to lose their livelihood. I love AI. I love using it for the things that I use it for, but I would not trust it further than I could throw my big computer. In fact, I'd probably trust it less. So the problem is, and this is the tragedy, you see, before all this LLM shit came about, people were funding and looking towards what's called neural networks. Now, neural networks have much better chance of actually creating thought. Neural networks are actually basically copying the way the brain connects things and comes to things. And if you the tragedy is, if the amount of funding and the trillions of dollars that are now fucking going into LLMs and the likes and the hardware and that, if that was going into actual neural network support and things like that, we'd probably have learning computers by now easily. It's such a end technology. We're going into a cul-de-sac, and it's affecting everything now. I mean, look at the amount of costs of memory in that now and how they're going through the roof, because they're trying to scale a cliff. Unfortunately, reduced returns. So basically at the start, you've got this angle like you going, we're doing fine. We'll add a few 100,000 more GPU cores. We'll add a few more things. We'll build another data center. Yeah, it's getting better. Oh yeah, we get very excited to this point here. And then you think, oh, it's starting to level off. It's not getting any smarter. More data, but it's not getting any smarter. In fact, it's getting worse. So they think, okay, so what if we add more and more GPUs and server farms and that? The cost, the power usage, they're talking about having to have something in freaking orbit with its own power station to be able to run it, because we need more power than we create for everything else. It's crazy. But the actual if we think of a graph, and along the bottom is performance, is increasing computer intelligence, and the side going up is how much it's costing and how much power and how much resources we're putting. We are at the point now where we're going almost vertical up here, but it's not going along very much. We're really hitting the limit, and that's why everybody's grabbing all the spare memory and throwing it into things. Yeah, we can do it, when it's going to burst, it's going to bubble, it's going to go blow up in everybody's face. And I think it's going to be seen as such a fucking waste of resources, of power, of water, of nearly every of the resources that humankind need to survive is being forced into this problem, and I think we're going in the wrong direction with it. Anyway, this is Jason for the Weber channel.